Signing up for my first credit card was probably the easiest thing I've ever done. I just filled out a form and boom, I had a card. My name is Lauren McCoy and I'm a business systems analyst. The day I turned 18, I got a credit card offer in the mail and signed up thinking, hey, I'll buy my books for college, slowly pay them off and build my credit history that way. My knowledge of debt at the time I was 18 was that it was pretty normal to have it, and that if I wanted a house or a car or anything substantial that I needed to build my credit. As far as managing that debt, I definitely didn't learn it from my parents. So when I was 19, I decided to buy my first car. I had about $19,000 in credit card debt, and I owed about the same, about $19,000, $20,000 on my car. It was a combination of me living the way I wanted to present myself to my friends and be able to go out and have fun and fix the issues with my car and bills and things that come up normally. So it wasn't a frivolous vacation or anything really cool, it was just a slice of pizza here and there. I remember being at a gas station and I couldn't pay for it with my actual money, so I had to put it on my credit card. And the amount of gas was $24, and the amount of my minimum payment was $23. In my head, I'm thinking, I'm paying off less than I'm spending every single month. And I knew that that was gonna get me. So I was at that breaking point where you're either gonna fix this or you're gonna dip down really bad and you're not gonna be able to afford this moving forward. I was just so angry with myself. I think it was more the fear of what was going to come. I don't want this to be me in 5 years. I don't want to be where my parents are when I have kids or when I get married or when I do any of these milestones. So at the time I was living with my parents, but I mostly stayed at my boyfriend's house. He was aware of my situation. I was very upfront with him and said, hey, I have $39,000 worth of debt. So we would have nights in, we would eat really simple meals. I zeroed my paychecks. I would pay the bills that were due that round, and then money that needed to go for toiletries or gas. I'd take that money out in cash, put that into an envelope, and then the rest of my bank account I would zero. Like once you're out of this cash in your pocket, you're out of money. I think the first thing, if you find yourself in debt, that you need to do is just stop. Stop spending, stop worrying, and just sit down and figure out where you're at. Step 2 is put some actual money away and have money for whatever's gonna come up, because something is. And then step 3 is find someone who's supportive of what you're doing, because you can't do it alone. We were able to get married. We've bought a house, we've had kids, and we were able to do these things without second guessing ourselves or wondering how we were gonna afford it. I cut up all my credit cards. Like, hey, don't go there again. We'll be talking about money with our kids. We'll be talking about not being able to afford things. If they go to the store and they've got $3 and the toy is $4, at a certain age, you don't get the toy. Like, we're gonna have these conversations. So the lessons I learned from going into debt definitely put me in a better place. But if there is another way to learn those lessons without going through that, I'm supportive of whatever that looks like.